Listen, I want you guys to also understand this. You guys are not video recording anything beforehand and me reenacting it. Okay? You guys don't have any sort of technology that's gonna baffle my mind. I gave you guys all of the technology. I'm tired of testing you guys. This is it. You guys have failed consistently. This is it. I'm now 2 million years ahead of you guys when it comes to intelligence and wisdom, and still 1 million years ahead of you guys when it comes to technology, civilization above. You guys failed the test. You guys are not creating so many scenarios. You guys get what you guys want, and I reenact it. No. You guys are going to suffer the losses, and you guys are going to know that you guys are suffering the losses. No more playing with you guys' minds. And LeBron James is not here to rescue you guys, to keep you guys with your husbands, or to keep you guys American in the next life, or this and that, or in this life. That young man is in a lot of trouble. He stays moving all day long in you guys' mind. And let me tell you guys why. Because when he sits down, well, he's going to purport to be laying in a bed right now. He's going to show a visual. We're watching the visuals of him showing different video recordings. And he's purporting to be laying in one of my beds, one of the houses that I bought, saying that he stole my account and he's buying houses using my name just to make a point. No, this young man does not sit down. He does not work. He does not know how to sleep. He's tormented by the visuals that I keep sending him, that heaven keeps sending him, of him having murdered that little girl, and everyone yelling and screaming and disgusted by what he did. He's tormented, Kamala Harris, and you guys are not going to delete that memory, or you guys will not have any memory of having any kids. Haven't ever had any kids. I'm telling you what the UN Security Council has planned. All right? So anyway, my mother, suddenly, when I was Abraham Lincoln, my mother was Ukrainian. In all honesty, her parents were Eastern European. She was a Ukrainian Canadian. In all honesty. Okay, my father, he was the son of Americans, and his mother was 1/4 African American, 1/4 African American slave descent. Okay? I want you guys to know that. That's why I had an American last name as Abraham Lincoln, and my name literally, well, for the most part, was Abraham Lincoln. It was Abraham London, but you know, we changed it to Abraham Lincoln when I became who I became, when I got my altered body and everything. It was Abraham London. It was American English, you know, but you know, they said it still sounded, you know, prototypical British of some sort of past era in the United States. But anyway, I changed my name to Abraham Lincoln when I was about 38, 39 years old. Okay? And so what else? I want you guys to know this. I'm going to walk Rashida Williams into heaven. Okay? I'm honestly going to walk her into heaven. We're going to walk into heaven, and we're going to emerge. Right? Rashida, everyone in America does not find out that they can't date immigrants by going through hell for liking handsome immigrants or being bamboozled by immigrants are pitiful pleas. Rashida, get that out of your mind. But anyway, I'm going to walk you into heaven. By August 2024, we're literally going to walk into heaven, and we're going to emerge in a high universe right above the Polaris constellation, right above the North Star, which is the Star of David. I promise you, this is not what you think. You guys have never been near that particular, near the high universe. You guys here, the United States government has been visited by folks from the high universe, naturally. And in the alien form, in the alien avatars. With you guys, meaning folks who are affiliated with the federal government of the United States, you guys in this particular life, meaning including those who are from heaven, the second dimension, or those who are from the higher heaven, the few of us who are here. All Okay, so guys, the few of us. So yeah, the few of us from the higher universe who are comatose into this world, and the folks from the second dimension, the folks from heaven, that level of heaven, the lower level of heaven. But anyway, you guys have never been to the higher universe. You guys have not. What you guys have walked into was simulation projections of what certain spaces look like within the higher universe as you guys perceive it, based on what I've told you guys before and what I've shown you guys in movies and this and this and that. You guys are not capable of keeping up with us. You guys are capable of being as good as us if trained, meaning as respectful of each other. And speaking of the entirety of the population of this particular planet. But anyway, we have found out that LeBron James and some of the criminals who are affiliated with him, they stated that the items that I bought on eBay, I stole them and then I sold them to myself. This is what they said. They said I stole the items that I purchased on eBay or on Amazon.com or. So once again, LeBron James and criminals lied and stated that I was stealing. They lied and stated or communicated that I stole items and I officially purchased them or sold them to myself using eBay or Amazon.com. And they found a way to purport that, whether it's true or not. They really act as if they are undercover detectives for the police or the FBI or agents, secret agents, and all sorts of stuff. I swear to God. But anyway, I'm going to walk Rashida Williams into heaven. She is literally a community whore, in all honesty. Rashida Williams has performed oral sex on hundreds of men. And she did so within a half-year period. Over 200 men. And it was not the same person with different dildos or whatever, or attachments. I'm telling you. We have the video surveillance. She was a stripper. She was a prostitute on the street for times, and she had private prostituting and stripping parties with other women who got in trouble purportedly with the FBI. And I've explained how wrong it is to put women through that stuff. And stop saying that she's happy being a prostitute. There's not one happy prostitute in the world. And they've all been told that they have AIDS and HIV and that their ex-husbands or ex-partners or their current husbands don't know how to deal with that. But so that's the reason why they keep their profession or their activity real. Hidden. That's how they keep it hidden. And that's why they keep it hidden. That's what they said. That's why they keep it hidden. And they said they just need one famous client to purport as their boyfriend or their secret husband just to be able to live with what they live with. I'm not going to allow Rashida to go through this anymore. That's enough. Rashida has had sex with over 1,000 men. Sexual intercourse in real life with over 1,000 men. Rashida Williams, the young, innocent woman who first went to Howard University, who was innocent when she was with me the whole time, other than the times that you guys forced her to believe that she was still with her ex-boyfriend, who was never her ex-boyfriend to himself. She has slept with over 1,000 men and underage boys over the past 10, 12 years. Actually, over the past 12 years. She does not know why each and every one of them, the men, had amputated penises. She started thinking that it was a secret government program where American men have new age penises just to satisfy women without them having any pleasure because they apparently have no genitals. No real genitals. She was confused to why I always showed up with a smile on my face while she was going through the hell that she was going through. But anyway, well, you guys can say that's sexual intercourse. I guess so. That's what you guys said it was. But anyway, I made sure that I punished, that I caught. I had no other choice. I just had to act as if I was separated from her, that I was just auditing her the whole time because they said that she was an undercover agent auditing and investigating on behalf of Homeland Security, all immigrants at Howard University and Southern University to kick them out of the country, to kick them out of the university first, off campus, and then out of the country. They lied and they stated that. So I had to state I'm honestly an auditor. That's part of my duties. That's one of my duties. Okay, I'm going to have to say this all over again. Okay? Rashida Williams has had sexual intercourse with over 1,000 men. And I did instruct the amputation of these men's genitals before they got to the point of ever meeting her. These men are always pathological rapists. They rape little girls. Always pathological gangsters or affiliated with gangsters and so forth, gang activities, felonious activities and so forth. They're always on the radar for the most part. So by the time I got to them, before they got to her, what we did to them was right. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that. So what I said earlier is honestly the truth. Rashida Williams was coerced into lying and stating that she was an undercover auditor for Homeland Security or ICE or stuff of that nature, or the predecessors of ICE and this and that, to kick immigrants off of campus and then kick them out of the country by following them around and purporting to have been their ex-girlfriends. They stated that. So the reason I stood there and I watched these men cover up what they've been doing with strippers, women they forced off of campus, saying that they were sluts and hoes and they were cheating on their boyfriends and this and that, and they ought to be forced by the FBI into being strippers and into being a prostitute and stuff for humble men who were not so handsome, who were not rich and stuff of that nature, or to just rich men, and so they can get season tickets to basketball games and stuff of that nature. A scam conducted by certain agents of the federal government of the United States, specifically the FBI. We caught you guys. And I had to remain undercover the whole time. And what I saw the whole way through. What my agents, my colleagues saw, they saw the whole way through. I am a wicked person to wicked people. I am shockingly evil to evil people. Okay, I want you guys to accept what I've done to you guys and what I'm going to continue to do all over the country and what I'm going to continue to do for the rest of eternity and eventually only from above. Okay? I want you guys to know that's just how things are. Okay, so I'm going to walk her into heaven. I'm really going to walk her into heaven. And by August 2024, there's nothing you guys can do about it. Okay, so what she has had to go through, I cannot deal with it. I cannot handle it. I cannot accept it. I cannot accept that for any woman at all. I cannot accept that certainly for any girl at all. I cannot accept that. I cannot accept that. Heaven cannot accept it. And we don't arbitrarily hurt young men, over any, mistake that he has made. We don't hurt men arbitrarily or overzealously. When it becomes pathological and it becomes wicked and shockingly wicked, when these young men target beautiful women and think of them as bad for liking handsome men, or for liking handsome immigrants, or for liking college graduates and stuff like that, that's wicked. When that person is that wicked and becomes maliciously pathological at being that wicked, then it's no longer arbitrary. And they always refuse to go to jail for 10 years. And they always request that happen to them instead of going to jail for 10 years and them not being able to handle it and requesting losing both their legs instead, based on the customs of the United States government, because they always call up the FBI agents who are always yelling and say, that's our customs. That's how things are. Black women are supposed to be whores and hoes, and white women are supposed to stay at home with their husbands, and the ones we can't handle, they are supposed to be private escorts. When they state that, we arrest them. INTERPOL, Universal Police, covered here by INTERPOL, International Criminal Police, International Police. That's how we catch you guys. Got it? You guys got it. And guys, uncircumcised, listen, I'm speaking to us here in the United States of America. Uncircumcised penises or genitals are not a sign that a person is a dummy or a robot or some sort of a Bugatti avatar. Yeah, I've heard so many hilarious stuff. A person not being circumcised, once again, an uncircumcised person, an uncircumcised penis is not a sign that that person is inferior, sick, incapable of enduring pain as a baby or any of that. Okay, or isn't moralistically protected or religiously or divinely protected. That's just not, that's not true. There are so many different religions on this planet. You cannot perceive that a person not being circumcised means that a person is not of your kind enough to be able to have a fruitful and a humble relationship with that person, whether it's romantic and conjugal or whether it's just platonic or whatever it may be. And you guys are not going to sell that to young women or old women. You guys are not going to do that at all. I want you guys to stop. And then it's not a sign that that particular genitals is fake or real. It's just not. Okay? Stop.